Hi!
Look at the scenery.
It's so pretty.
It's so beautiful.
So
Welcome to the next episode of
Inspiration Education.
Here we are.
You didn't say it with me.
Inspiration Education.
This week's episode is about adversity. Actually, it's about growth through adversity. So we are back with our 9 high school girls. We're on the summer trip, and we start the day at Sequoia National Forest. It's supposed to be an amazing experience where you see the world's largest trees, first and third largest trees.
But just so you know, it was super smoky. They had a controlled burn going on. And so that impacted how we experienced it. So that was part of it.
Yep. And then we were on the road for a super long time, getting from the forest to our next destination where we were spending the night. So it was challenging for some of the girls. We definitely had them out of their comfort zone. And so you're going to hear that in the footage that's coming up.
Yep.
So, just the adversity part is going to be pretty easy to identify, but
please look for the growth. Please look for that.
And we'll unpack that when we get back.
All right.
All right, here we go. Wow. We're in the Forest of the Giants right now.
Wow.
So here's a fallen sequoia. It fell in 1959. You're inside a sequoia right now.
Okay, well, we just went and saw the biggest tree in the whole world, so that was pretty crazy. It just blows me away that God made trees that big. And it was really actually kind of soft.
It was soft.
Yeah, when you touched it, it was like
furry-ish.
Yeah, it was like a creature.
It's weird.
Beautiful.
I'm so happy. Wow, it doesn't really seem like I am, but I am.
I'm so happy. You're speaking for all of us.
Okay.
Tell them what we get to do tonight.
Tonight we get to stay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna. Okay, we're staying in the house of former desert employees who started Salt. Farmer shower. And we're showering and sleeping in air conditioning and not.
How many days has it been since we showered?
Oh, 3. Yeah, 3. I think 3. But it was 3 days of hiking. Yeah, and dirt, hot, and sleeping in hammocks, walking through mud,
Walking through a muddy river.
Yeah, I got walking through the middle of a meadow and having water go up at least mid-shin.
At least mid-shin.
And some of them would go up your shorts. Yeah, and it splashes and it stings and it cuts up your legs. But it was still an awesome experience.
And then you top it off with some dry dirt that you hike up onto a hill.
Yeah,
With some great mosquitoes.
And we weren't wearing tennis shoes. We were wearing Tevas, and so our feet were exposed to the elements.
But it was so worth the experience because it was beautiful.
Are we ready to tell them?
We're ready to tell them.
Let's tell them.
So while we rotate through showers tonight, why don't we call home? What do you think about that?
I'm gonna cry. Not right now, but when I call my family.
That's okay, I cried too.
Okay. Right, because tomorrow's halfway. We left on a Sunday, yeah? So we want you guys to be able to call home because we won't be able to do it probably in Yosemite, okay? Sound good?
Here's not even all the laundry. A lot of it's been folded. These are all clean clothes that need to be folded. Having fun finding your clothes, Chloe?
It's too hard.
But at least they're clean and they don't smell anymore.
It's like finding a treasure.
It is like finding a treasure. Here we are. Good morning. Hello. It is the morning time, and we are eating breakfast, and Sarah just asked an amazing question. Can you ask it one more time? Always the best time to eat. Oh my gosh. Let's eat some coffee.
You want more coffee?
I haven't even had any yet, which is my problem.
Oh my God.
So I thought you'd like to see. Not you. I thought you'd like to see what it looks like when we unload at a new spot for the night. Here's all our bags. And so you have to unload. It's a huge process.
This is your bag.
Mine?
No.
Yeah, but your bag is one of these. Alexa, this is your bag. This one, right. Well, you're right.
Check that out. Check out that tough woman right there. Oh yeah. Tons and tons and tons of stuff. Who did it without even getting down? Woo! Look, we are getting so good at this. Bam. Here, this is how it's done. Pillow behind your back, over the shoulder, rock it forward.
Just rock it.
We were pulling from the front.
You got it?
And now we've gotten so good we can do it on our own. Look at
Woodward's another proof.
I turn around and Amelia's is on her back already. You should have seen us try it the first time.
Wait,
Miss Reedy, stretch your waist.
yeah, it's like we're feeling like a turtle. Oh no. Red and gray, be back. Okay, I'm good. Oh.
Okay, so probably really easy to identify adversity, right? So let's just like walk through some of those things that you saw real quick. You heard the girls talking at In-N-Out about we were hiking and we were all muddy and I was mid-shin in like mud water and that kind of thing, and I'm so ready for a shower. So we had just experienced that with camping. We'd camped for 2 nights,
Right.
so they hadn't had a shower yet.
Yeah.
And then there's this long drive getting to our final destination,
Which was hot and long and far longer than we thought.
and windy.
I was just going to remark on that because a couple of our kids got really motion sick and it was uncomfortable.
You heard these kids at In-N-Out and they're like totally recounting their whole thing, and they're so happy that they're drinking their milkshake. And they even said it was so worth it. We had such a good time. You heard some of that even in the footage. And they've never forgotten it. Even back in school, they'll say, "Oh, Mrs. Thomas, remember when we went for the hike in the meadow and we totally blazed our own trail?" And the memories like that, where you do something unusual and you put yourself in an uncomfortable position, those are the things that you remember the most.
Yeah. And it's not like everything in life has to be hard in order to make it memorable, but life is hard.
Life is hard.
And to help our kids grab those lessons through these sorts of calculatedly safe experiences.
And I mean, you even saw me in there where, so.
What shirt were you wearing this morning? All I need is coffee and mascara.
Oh, all I need is coffee and mascara. But I was so tired. I looked at my eyes in the mirror and they were so red. I actually started bawling.
Yeah.
We still had laundry to do, and you saw some of that footage the next day. It was just this mound of laundry where we're trying to fold it. And I wake up the next morning and I'm trying to like speak intelligently and cannot do that at all. And so that was the place of adversity for me. But look at what came out of that. Look at the laughs and the giggles that you heard from that.
Exactly.
And growth through adversity is really, really important. And of course, again, here we are showing you examples of that on the road.
Yeah.
But you can do that in your classroom. Try something new. Allow and challenge your students. Push them just a little bit farther than you think maybe they can go. Let them be uncomfortable with whatever it is that you're asking them to do, because they'll remember it and they'll learn and they'll retain it and they'll talk to somebody else about it.
To have the high expectations, which the cool thing is, by the way, in a class where it's more student-centered, inquiry-driven. I mean, some of these things we've been talking about, but you can set high expectations and you can do it for the different levels of different kids in your class.
Yes.
And then that's what's going to allow for the mistakes to happen, and then of course the learning from those mistakes.
Yeah.
So can come about in a whole lot of ways. So it can be those serendipity events, or just how we really plan through how we're going to raise those expectations and make them uncomfortable a little bit.
And when you give your students some adversity, they come up with really creative ways to overcome that. So you saw
that. The truth. Isn't that the truth?
I mean, you saw that in the bags, right? Where the kids, so when we first got these bags, they were just packed to the gills. Of course, we're women, we always overpack. And we could not figure out how we're going to carry these things. They were so heavy. And they figured out the most genius way to do it. And it was hilarious watching them figure out how to do this the first time. But they got so much better at it.
We had like clockwork by the end of like maybe like even just 10 days or so. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Really, really simple example about how when you give your students a challenge that they're like, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. Watch them overcome
and I might look like
it.
a turtle as they do it, right? And like our kids feel emotionally like the turtle on the ground, right? And we have to be aware of that can be really hard on them, and helping them to understand, no, that's okay. Yeah.
Grow through adversity. It's okay to challenge your students, push them a little outside of their comfort zone, and see where they take that. Bye.
What?
I'd like to see your epic fails, all the things that you actually forgot.
Okay, where shall I start? First of all, the first night I slept in my hammock. I did not use my sleeping mat. When I was sleeping there, two mats. Okay. Oh, I have all of these clothes that I did not even wear. I just wore the same outfit. This lotion.
Forgot the lotion.
I haven't used it all.
We've had ashy legs.
I have this whole bag of snacks.
There's like,
you can't see
them.
And Dramamine.
Snacks.
Do I use them?
None of it got used. None of it.
I have.
Oh, look at these school books. Does anybody feel bad for her?
Do I read them? No.
Not a one. Haven't read a one.
I have all of these pencils and pens, and yet I took Bailey's one pen, and that's all I use. I had this sweatshirt. Oh, I haven't worn once.
Never wore it.
I trashed my shoes when I could have worn my Keens for camping, but no, I trashed my rainbows and my Birkenstocks. I have all my lenses and stuff. Did I use them? No, I hardly even took any pictures. And ladies and girls, the most important part. Last night when I was dying there with my old man back, when we were talking for hours and hours, I couldn't been using those handy dandy camping chairs. But did I?